Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Miss Fin Show. I am your host, Miss Fins. Thank you so much for coming through. Do me a favor, you know what I'm going to ask, you know what I'm going to say. Go ahead and hit that like button, guys. Hit the like button. Let everybody else know we are live. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Definitely do appreciate it. Go ahead and hit that like button. Thank you so much, guys. It's another beautiful morning. And you know what? If you woke up this morning, be grateful. 'Cause not everybody got to wake up today. So just gotta be thankful. Thankful. And as always, previous kids, let's be kind to each other, you know what I mean? You never know what someone else is dealing with, so you always want to be kind to everybody. Everybody's welcome to their own opinion. And I love debating. Just make sure you're debating the opinion and not the person, okay? What am I doing here? Oops. Give me one second, guys. Good morning, guys. Hit that like button for me. Man, I can't even believe it. I was just getting, just trying to finish out, watching Hard Knocks. I found it on. Um, and I wanted to go ahead and talk about it. My God, it's so early. Why do we do this show so early? Oh, welcome to your morning commute. And ladies and gentlemen, you can find Miss Vince every Monday to Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern. Yes, I said it. Believe me. 8 a.m. Eastern every Monday to Friday, guys. I really do appreciate it. Shout out to all those who are members of the channel. Thank you so much for coming through. I really do appreciate each and every single one of you guys. You guys literally, uh, what's that? Oh, we keep turn the lights on for you. I forgot what it's called, but it's a commercial. Anyways, my brain, guys. Thank you so much for coming through, and thank you so much for our members, and thank you so much for everybody who just literally comes in and supports the channel. It's free, guys. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, and that's it. Everybody on Twitter, Twitch, thank you so much for coming through. Really do appreciate it. And also, too, we do have super chats, super thank yous, super stickers. But if you're old school like me and you want to donate old schooly, we still got Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal available for you guys if you do want to donate to the channel. And as I always say, we win together, we lose together. Dolphins for life. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. My gosh, this is gonna hit a little rough, guys. I'm not gonna lie, but it's okay. We okay. Let me explain. Well, everybody was victorious as far as our AFC East opponents. They were able to capitalize and were able to, get win this, you know, weekend. Sorry, my chair for some reason is like super low. But look, tiny person. There you go. So, welcome everybody to the Wild Wild West. Just kidding. But yeah, everybody managed to get a win out of this weekend. I'm so happy for all those fan bases that got to enjoy winnings because all fan bases deserve a win. Shout out to Ryan, shout out to Bub Young, G, Dad Dean, Hooked Up Joe, Ray Finkel, Steve, Mansa Chill. Welcome, Jeremiah. Welcome. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for coming through. Thank you, you, guys. But yeah, AFC East, guys. I mean, we're gonna have to deal with the how our opponents did, and I mean, it wasn't that hard. They executed. That's what more can you say? Let's start out with the one that kind of shocked the most, but not really. The offensive offside call heard around the world. I should have left this one for last, man. But anyways, they're all very interesting. You'll see what I mean. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't think this game was gonna be all that, but I don't, but I knew it was must watch. And I don't know if you caught this game or not, but if you did, if you didn't, you can just watch the highlights, kind of go from there. But man, did our counterparts hey, they did what they were supposed to do. Josh Allen went 23 of 42, 233 yards, one touchdown, one interception, as per usual. Patty Mahomes went 25 of 43 for 271 yards, one touchdown, and an interception. Um, Cook went for 10 carries, 58 yards for Buffalo, and Edward Alaires had 11 carries for 39 yards. As far as the reception, Travis Kelsey, six receptions for 83, and Cook, five receptions for 83 and a touchdown. Interesting. So that's essentially kind of like the main stats. If you look at Buffalo, it was kind of very similar. I mean, they both have 21 first downs. Kansas City had two turnovers. Buffalo Bills had one. Kansas City had 346 total yards. Buffalo had 327. Time of possession was more towards Bill's side, where they had it for 35 minutes plus. Kansas City had it for 24 and a half. So not really anything too major, if you will. I mean, you kind of expected it, if I'm going to be honest with you. But what I found most interesting about this is where it put us as a Dolphin fan and our team in the standings, in the positions, you know? Um, and oh my God, I think I ran over 100 scenarios. Okay, do we want to root for the Bills? Do we want to root for Kansas City? And then I'm like, it don't matter who wins. We win regardless. You know what I mean? Because if Buffalo Bills win, that's another loss in the loss column for Kansas City. Because Buffalo, they're not making the playoffs. So it helps us by them beating Kansas City because Kansas City will for sure win the playoffs. Although I know they're only one game ahead of the Broncos in their division, they're making the playoffs. And then I was like, okay, cool. Like, if Kansas City won, it just absolutely demoralizes the Bills and completely gets them out of contention, which is like, yeah, very happy about that too. Look, I will never apologize for seeing the demise of my divisional opponents. I love it. Now, moving forward with this particular game, there are a couple plays that were very interesting, a couple non calls, and then, like I said at the start of this particular segment, holy smokes, the offensive offside call heard around the world. I'd never seen Patrick Mahomes yell at a referee. They had to hold, like, 20 people had to hold him back. This man was crying so much. Oh my God. And I can't wait to see the fines that him and Andy Reid get because you know the NFL does not like it when you question the referees. And holy smoke, I've been playing for 7 years. That's never been called. Da, 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 da. And then I heard they always have like a former referee go in there. And he was like, yeah, 3 years ago, this was only called once. 2 years ago, it was called twice. This year's been called 11 times. So they have been consistent in calling it. And I'm like, okay, sure. At the end of the day, these refs, I feel like they do whatever they want to do. But I'm not gonna lie. I was going for the Bills to win because I just wanted an extra loss for Kansas City. Period. You know, I just weighed what was more effective for us, and that's what I wanted. And when I saw that it was what was it, like 3 minutes left, and Kansas City could not get that first down, I was not 3 minutes. It's like less than a minute. I was like, oh, that's what I'm talking about. So I was happy with the outcome. Again, ended up being Buffalo Bills 20, Kansas City Chiefs 17. They got that monkey off their backs because Bills are now 7-6, 2-4 away, and Kansas City is 8-5, 4-3 at home. So it's gonna be very interesting if Kansas City manages to actually get through because we've already done this scenario already. Literally, the only shot the Bills have, unless it's a complete collapse with the four teams right ahead of them, and I highly doubt it. Um, the Bills has to win out, including beating us week 18. If they don't beat us week 18, they do not make the playoffs. It's like a 1% chance, if, or like less than. I mean, it's just ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like they know they're out of it, but it is what it is. We still gotta give it to them. I will tell you this: Josh Allen did take 3 sacks for 24-yard loss, and they only got to Mahomes once for a loss of 7 yards. Their defense wasn't that good. Buffalo's defense was not that good. I am not impressed. And I know you may say, Miss Fans, they're injured. Everybody's injured. So, no excuses. Buffalo Bills, it'll be very interesting to see what they end up doing because the rest of their schedule, now that they actually beat somebody, they have. That was the bye. Oh, I forgot to put their W. Oh, and I was calling for that loss, but they got it. They got the win. Yeah. They have the Dallas Cowboys next week. Then they have the Chargers. Then they have the Patriots, and then us. They don't have an easy schedule. Cowboys and us is gonna be tough. New England, we all know New England. They love to play spoiler, and they just really dislike losing to anybody in the division. And then Chargers, the Chargers are like, I don't know if you guys know. Update: Justin Herbert did have to go through surgery. It looks like he will be out for the entire season. So, in my opinion, Chargers are meow. So, yeah, they'll probably get that win for sure. We'll just have to see what they do. I believe if they do beat the Dallas Cowboys, they'll probably get the next two as well. And then it'll be a toss up between us and them in week 18. So I can't wait to see that scenario play out like at all. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's your recap for the Bills Chiefs game this weekend. Then we had our other brethren from what is called division. There you go. The Patriots. They Yo, I can't with the Patriots, man. Like, do you want to lose? Do you want to win? Like, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to get a new quarterback? Are you gonna get a kicker or safety in the first round? Like, I'm joking, guys. But seriously, not Kansas City, the Patriots, they're still in the tankathon. They're still second. Excuse me, but I just don't understand. They seem to lose to everybody and somehow find these ridiculous wins all season long. Now they're 3-10, officially eliminated. 2-4 away. Steelers are 7-6, 4-4 at home. Billy Zappi was with those 3 touchdowns. I mean, not too bad. Now, according to the press over there in New England, it looks like Billy Zappi is earning himself an opportunity of getting the gig a little bit more often. So that's going to be very interesting. Good morning, Joe. Welcome. Dolphin Cersei, welcome. Delusional Patriots fan, welcome, welcome, welcome. Wow, this entire time I have the wrong banner. Yes, Patriots beat the Steelers this week, week 14, 21-18. That is very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Mostly because New England only had 14 first downs. Steelers had 18. They each had a turnover. Pittsburgh had 264 total yards. New England had 303. So, and then the time of possession was actually in the Steelers' benefit at 32-19 versus the Patriots 27-41. So I didn't understand that. Now this was a plus or minus 30 points, 30 and a half points. Yeah, the over definitely won with this one. And Pittsburgh was favored by 5.5 points. So I don't know what that means, but I do know Pittsburgh won by 3 points. So I mean, Patriots won by 3 points. The one thing they have going for themselves is they are all in on this tank. And although yes, they won because everybody else they're going up against when it comes to the tank, they lost too. So the Patriots literally gained a game ahead of those people. So that's where you have it with that particular game. Nothing special. I mean, Billy Zappi, good for him. You know what I mean? Good for him. Obviously, you would expect things to be a little bit easier for you think it'd be a little bit easier for the Patriots, but honestly, I don't see them getting another win because take a look at their upcoming schedule now. So the Patriots have Kansas City Chiefs. No offense, but they're not beating Kansas City. I mean, I'd be shocked if they beat Kansas City. I'll put it to you that way. But it's absolutely doable. I'm not taking it away from them, but yeah, I'm not seeing them beating the Chiefs. Then they got the Broncos who are actually playing really well, man. Really well. And they're playing for their playoff lives. That's gonna be a good game in my opinion. Um that is Christmas Eve on NFL Network. That's gonna be interesting. And 1 second, Daddy D. I'm gonna get to you in a second. Let me finish this and then I'll get to you in a second, let you know. And then they got Buffalo Bills. Sorry, but they're not beating Buffalo. And then they have the Jets. And if you'll see what I mean when I talk about what's his name, um, what's the dude with the shortness and all the moms, Zach Wilson. There you go. Sorry, that was very descriptive of him. But yeah, this Jets defense they might do a little damage. So yeah. Daddy D, when it comes to the join button, for some reason on iPhones it doesn't work. You gotta go to the link in the description of the show because I have it all linked underneath. It says click here to join, and it's gonna take you to like the desktop version, and then you click that join button, and then it'll work. So yeah, that's the only way that I saw that it would work because I don't know what it is with Apple. They just like to make everything extra difficult. So go ahead and try that. Let me know. Um, but that's it. That's their next schedule, and honestly, all they care about is just losing. At least, at least their fans do. Which to me, it's like, well, you gotta get some. The problem we've had as Dolphin fans is that we've always been good enough not to have a top 10 pick, always middle of the road. Picking 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, 22nd. But then not good enough to actually get into the playoffs. It was such a hot mess. And yeah, they are tied. New England right now is tied 3-10 with Arizona, who also won. But right now, it's gonna be very, very interesting to see how on earth they managed to get this win, man. They duked it out with the Steelers. Steelers defense is not number one, but they're very solid defense. They always have been. But my gosh, I just didn't see them winning. So that was a very interesting game. Um, as far as the Patriots beating the Steelers 21-18, it's super close. I mean, like super close. And now let's go ahead and get her done and get her started for the last of our AFC East opponents, ladies and gentlemen. That would be the New Jersey Jets They just should just change their name, in my opinion. At this point, change your name. And yeah, the Jets, man. Zach Wilson finally back after they had Tim Boyle that nobody knew about for back to back weeks, massive losses. I think the Jets were like, yeah, no, we're not doing this again. So they reached out to us. Mm, wait, let me rephrase this. The Jets right now, they didn't reach out to us. What I meant to say is, if you take a look at the Jets and what they were able to do, to me, I was astonished. And they did nothing in that Jets Texans game in the first half. Nobody scored in the first half. It was 30-6, ladies and gentlemen. You had Zach Wilson looking like an MVP. Like a very slow start at the beginning of the game. He had some major hits, some deep bombs, and then holy smokes, turned up the Jets, literally turned up the Jets. So I'm sure they were very excited with being able to get the assistance that they got from Zach Wilson. And it just proves even more how Zach Wilson literally is the best quarterback they have, period. Because Tim Boyle and God knows who else they have as their backup is just not good. Now, the wow, it's crazy. It was insane, man. Out of one, two, three, four, five, six, the Jets had six scoring drives, four of them touchdowns, three of them field goals. Then the Texans only had one scoring touchdown, but then Matt Amendola missed the point after and making it 6-6. Well, making it six, if you will. Hey, did it work out for you? Congratulations, Dean. I know you were kind of like worried. New member. Yay! Awesome. Yeah, I know, man. I know you were like wrecking your brain. I even asked YouTube, like, hey, like my fans are telling me they can't redo, the membership, and I'm glad that you were able to do it. So I'm happy for you, and thank you so much for supporting the channel, there, Dean. You have to do it on your computer, but I guess it's gonna have to be a workaround that we do. That's for sure, because I just can't with these people. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you had Zach Wilson leading his team, and CJ Stroud. He left the game late with a concussion, but my God, like it wasn't even close. That defense just completely destroyed CJ Stroud. Period. 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 He was 10 for 23, 91 yards. He got sacked four times for a loss of 38 yards. Even David Mills was 1 of 5 for 4 yards and got a sack for a loss of three. I mean, it was insane. And then Zach Wilson, on the other hand, was 27 of 36, 301 yards, two touchdowns. He did take four sacks and for 33 yards lost, but man, it's so crazy. Gotta get my daddy. Thank you. I appreciate you, man. Loving all those emojis. They had a Singletary 13 carries, 65 yards and a touchdown. That was good. Brees Hall for New Jersey, 10 carries, 40 yards. So like even Dalvin Cook, he had 7 carries for 13 yards. Um, but at the end of the day, it was just pure domination from. I don't know if maybe because the offense felt like finally we got our franchise quarterback back. And I think that the Jets should sign Zach Wilson to a 10-year, $750 million contract. That man deserves it. Just saying. Just saying. What's up, color? Welcome, welcome. uh, Zach Wilson, aka Milf Hunter. That's why I said the mom stuff. Yeah, Lord. Look, guys, I told you this already. Right now, Texans are 7-6, 2-4 away. They are currently the seventh seed in the conference, so they are in the position to make the playoffs. Um, I'm doing that. Sorry, I want to get one. I want to check one thing out for us real quick. Playoffs. Yeah, because I just saw this. Texans right now with that loss, they're just out of it behind Indianapolis Colts, but it's still very likely that they'll if CJ Stroud comes back, who some people say he should be the rookie of the year or at least the offensive rookie of the year. That kid, man, I'm happy for him. That young man, he will make a really big impact in that team. So good luck to them with that young stud that they have. But the Jets, man, they're rolling with Zach Wilson. As you guys know, we will be playing them next week. And yeah, we'll be playing them next week. The Jets, man, it's interesting. I had the Jets winning this game versus Houston, but taking an L next week, which will be this one from Miami. So let's keep that going. So they got right now they got Miami coming up next, then the Commanders, then Cleveland Brown, then the Patriots. I feel like just out of spite, the Patriots are gonna beat them. I'm sorry, I think so too. Unless they just utterly give up. And then you got the Cleveland Browns on Thursday Night Football. So you already know that's gonna be a tough one with the scheduling and trying to get things done. Then they got the Commanders, and then obviously prior to that, am I reading this right? Oh yeah, the Dolphins. There you go. So that's pretty much it. My lord, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They got 5 primetime games. That's crazy. That's crazy because they thought it was gonna be Aaron Rodgers here. Nope, apparently not. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny, but it's the truth. So there you go. Zach is bad, but at the very least, he has potential to make an explosive play. He does have it. He does have it. So to me, Jets need to develop Zach Wilson. Give him a shot. Put the right pieces around him. Make the scheme for him and not Aaron Rodgers. And I think that we'll be able to see the fruit of those labors for sure. Honestly, I really do. And those are our opponents. Now, I wouldn't be fair if I didn't comment on this either. And that would be the Dolphins. We drew up a stinker, guys. And yes, we are part of the AFC East. We lost a heartbreaker, man. 28-27, Tennessee. We scored that first. Um, we scored our first. Um, sorry, guys. Here. Oh, wow. We scored our first points. We're actually defensive points by Zach Sealer and getting that pick six, which was phenomenal. Let's not lie. Second quarter, they were able to capitalize on a few things, and they ended up scoring a touchdown and a field goal. Third quarter, we scored a field goal. They scored a field goal, making it um 13-10. Then fourth quarter, that's when we turned up the Jets. We had three scoring drives, a field goal and two touchdown runs by Mostert. Man, that guy is having a career year, and so far he's got 18 sacks. And they said that that's the most since Mark Clayton was a Dolphin. I was like, ooh, that's a long time. That's a very long time. So yeah, so we lost. It was a heartbreaker. Um, but it is part of life. I will say they had 403 total yards. We had 366. Oh well. They had three turnovers. We had one. They had 22 first downs. We have 20. Even the time of possession was in our favor because we had 32 minutes, 34 seconds. They had 27 minutes, 36 seconds. So everything's looking up. Everything is looking up, as in, you know, where do the Dolphins stand with this loss? And not gonna lie, it's pretty tough. It's pretty tough. Um, but moving on, like I told you, that's essentially it. Man, I think this is probably the first time I kind of ran through this such a light fashion. Seriously. Um, on another note, guys, real quick, I want to remind all of you guys that we have League Wide Wednesday tonight. Myself and Mr. Color Commentary, we will be discussing the all the games that were played this past weekend, and kind of go from there towards the future of the games coming up this upcoming week. So we recap the week prior to, and then we also talk about the week coming up as far as games, our score predictions. So, and it always goes off rails. Like, I swear to you guys, like, we we don't even know what we're gonna talk about sometimes. So I'm like, well, it's a crapshoot. Whatever happens, happens. Because something always happens on League White Wednesday, and it's so much fun. So go check it out tonight at 8 p.m. as well. Um, man, all I've been hearing is just how the Dolphins have been, frauds this, frauds that, nobody believes in us. Nobody um, takes this team seriously. And you know what? Bring it, baby. Bring it up. Bring it up. Why? Because I want to fly under the radar. So they have no shot at getting us back. Yes. Let's see here. So, ladies and gentlemen, as far as their concerns, like I said, the schedule is going to be Jets at Dolphins, 1 o'clock on CBS this Sunday. Then you had Kansas City, or sorry, the Patriots traveling to Kansas City for Monday Night Football at 8:15. Then we had for Buffalo, they're currently going to be facing. Okay, well, this is interesting. Uh, we'll see. We'll see. Miss Fitz, who's on first? What do you mean, like the fantasy league? Ooh, the pickums for the pickums. Oh man, I don't know. I was at five, then I went up to three, then now I have no idea. So I have to take a look at the app. Uh, Okie dokie. So just bear with me. I'm gonna show you guys something real quick. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, okay, so I'm gonna move this puppy over here. And I'm gonna go ahead and go over this with you guys one more time because, well, to be honest with you, we should probably know where our standings are at as a team. So let me share my little content creatorness over here for you guys. No, no, that's not it. Yes, yeah, there it is. So let me know, give me a thumbs up if you can see it. I mean, I think it's kind of easy, right, to see it. Let me make it bigger so it'll be easier to kind of track. Well, I want to autopilot right then and there, so we can track where we are right now. Okay, now we know we lost. We're 9-4 now, 3-1 in the division, 6-3 in the conference. And another note, our strength of victory did go up again at 325, so that's good. You always want to see it, work out that way. Oh, there it is. So I can make it bigger. That's what I was looking for. The zoom. Okay. So you see here, you got Baltimore 1, Dolphins 2, Chiefs 3, Jaguars 4, Browns at 5, Steelers at 6, Colts at 7. The one teams that are technically in the hunt are going to be number 8, Houston Texans, number 9, Denver Broncos, number 10, Cincinnati Bengals, and number 9, Buffalo Bills. So, yeah, maybe I skipped the number, but this is what we say right now. All is not lost, ladies and gentlemen. We just made it a little bit tougher for us to get to where we want to, which is to get to the Super Bowl. Okay? And let me see here real quick. So I want to do a quick, do a, ooh, sorry. Is that a plus? Yes, it is. Okay. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks? Yeah. So out of the last 4 weeks, what's our record gonna be? 4-0, 3 and oh, come on, you know. Thank you. 2-0. It's kind of weird. Um, and honestly, I'm gonna go super dramatic. 1-3. Yeah, I think so. Or 1-4. My bad. No, no, 'cause that is 4 games. Oh, okay. There you go, guys. So you let me know what you think real quick. Out of the last 4 games we have, keep in mind, tell the truth, the whole truth, or nothing but the truth. Thank you. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. For the NFL game chart, the Jets have a 32nd ranked offense. We have a number one rapid offense. Jets have the 5D versus our number 9 ranked D. Yeah, they got our number for sure. If that's how you found it. This side. There you go. There you go. I'm gonna try to miss anybody's comment here or getting all the all the related support. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's what we have it here. Now the playoff predictor thingy, I have it up, but it's no point. The major recap is right now, Bills won this past weekend. Even the Patriots won this past weekend. So did the Jets. which lets you know that we have a very strong division. And as I always say, winning the division is our best spot to get into the playoffs and to keep moving forward. So that's what I'm personally looking into. Let me give you a couple. We can, based on you guys' knowledge, we can go ahead and take a look at that. Okay. In the meantime, guys, again, thank you so much. Let everybody else know we're live. As far as the hold on. So I'm trying to pull something else from here. Oh man, I don't have it. Anywho, um, let's go ahead and support those who do support the channel, guys, by supporting them as well. So if you have a moment and you can take a moment and you have a party coming up, do me a favor, go ahead and let Chef Jew and Chef Jew Catering assist you with this. So Chef Jew and Chef Jew's Catering looking. Oh, come on, where is there you go. Chef Jew's Catering and Sweet Treats, guys. Looking for a great chef to cater your next birthday, business, or office party, etc. with mouth-watering cookies, cakes, pies, and more. And do me a favor and call 096, that's 786 804 8096. Go ahead and talk to Chef Jew and let him know what you are interested in as well. There you go. Absolutely. And you could also find him on Facebook Messenger, Instagram at Chef Jew JU Catering for more information, and mention Miss Phins to get a 10% off your catering order. Let's see here. Nope, I did not do this. Perfect. So yes, guys, thank you so much again. I really do appreciate you guys. Look, the moral of this story is we have what it takes at the end of the day. The Dolphins are still in the driver's seat for what we want to accomplish. And all we have to do is just keep going literally one day at a time. One moment in time. But yeah, that's what we gotta do, guys. That's all we gotta do. And as fans, we just gotta support our team. So let me see here. Oh, you guys are mean. Like somebody needs to break this tie. Everybody's tied up. Come on, man. There you go. Says already know who's gonna win the bowl. Yeah, I know, Joe, but we have to enjoy whoever the winners are. Okay. Um. Let me see what else you guys are saying here. Versus the sense kids and everything. Exactly. It's all about when it comes to matchups, guys. It really all depends on the matchup. There's a reason why divisions they play hard versus each other because you see them more often than anybody else. So yeah, that absolutely helps someone else. So very interesting that 33% of you guys believe we're gonna go 3-1 in the last four. Said 1-3, and only 22% said 2-0. I don't know how that math, but it math apparently. Okay, I know. I meant to. My bad, guys. I meant to say 2-2. Clearly, you guys know what I meant. Uh, I have zero confidence in our team. This is just like last season, only it happened a game later this year. Ooh, come on, Michelle, stop. We gotta do it. And I have like 10 more minutes left in Hard Knocks to watch, and I'm like, oh man, I know I'm supposed to be sending you guys a recap. Thankfully, at least I have like my notes and stuff. So I'm just gonna rip it off. Just give you a little video real quick and send it to y'all. Honestly, I expect us to go 0 and 4. No, Michelle, keep hope alive. Okay. But it's okay. You got me here to go ahead and do it for you. So don't you worry, because I'll be here. Okay? To remind you that we have a really good squad. They just, hey, it happens. There's always that one game. You're like, man, you had zero business losing to this team. It always happens every single year. Everybody goes through it. So, yeah, I think you'll be perfectly fine. But any questions, guys, before we go? Because I want to make sure I answer all your questions here. Yeah, this was a short one. No questions, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, well, listen. All I know is the Dolphins right now, we're in a good spot. Being number two, it's actually not a bad thing at all. Come, we shall get better. Each and every single one of our opportunities are out there. On a personal note, to do good and better for yourselves. And as far as our team knows, trust me, they're aware, and I can't wait to finish Hard Knocks. They are aware that they messed up, and they will go ahead and clean it up, which is what they're doing, and keep moving forward. And our next opponent is the Jets. Guess what? It's gonna be very interesting. Now, I will tell you this, guy. I got a special guest tomorrow. Very, very special guest tomorrow. Okay, a very tall young man called Mr. Webb, aka Richmond Webb, will be here tomorrow morning, ladies and gentlemen, to join Miss Phins. So you will have Mr. Richmond Webb. We're gonna talk about the season. We're gonna talk about the loss. We're gonna talk about everything in accordance to this this thing. So if you don't know, Richmond Webb is a former Miami Dolphins uh, player, man. Phenomenal human being. He's a giant teddy bear. I had him last year on the show. He was able to graciously come on. So tomorrow's gonna be an amazing show, guys. I'm gonna drop the what do you call it? The I'm gonna see if he's okay. If he, I don't know how much time he has. I'm gonna give him as much time as he has available. But it's going to be tomorrow where we have it. I gotta send him the link today, so he'll be ready. But yeah, it's gonna be great, man. So we have Richmond Webb coming tomorrow morning. Okay, for our remix Thursday. That's Dan Marino's blindside tackle. Yes, it is. So tomorrow's gonna be a very special show. I told you guys we're working on doing bigger and better things for you guys, and I cannot wait to have Richmond here. He's super excited to come back to the show and support the show. He's awesome, man. Like, he even met my mom and everything, my brother. Like, he's such a giant teddy bear, man. I love him. What a phenomenal human being. And he's our next player we have to get into the Hall of Fame. I'm sorry, this man's a Hall of Famer. He is. And just like it took forever for Zach Thomas to get in, guess what? We're gonna have to fight, claw, and keep his name on everybody's mind. That Richmond Webb needs to be inducted in the NFL. So tomorrow, guys, special show with Richmond Webb. So make sure you're here early. Pop your popcorn or whatever, and get your breakfast stuff ready. It's going to be so much fun, and we're going to have a great time with Richmond Webb. If he allows me to, I will try to drop the link as well. And also, too, if you guys can do me this favor, I already have. Once I drop the show and you guys see it on YouTube, like show tomorrow, and you hit the little notify me. You guys can go into the chat, and this is what I want from you guys. If you guys have specific questions you want to ask Richmond, put it in the chat. But you gotta do it this way so I know it's a question. Put Miss Fins, and please spell my name right so it'll pop up, and then put the question mark, and then give me the question, and that way I know this is a question for Richmond, and we'll at the end we'll have him answer our questions for us. So that's how we're gonna do it. Miss Fins question mark, and then that way we know what your question is for the legendary Mr. Richmond Webb. So definitely come here and enjoy it. I appreciate you, Dadine, of course. Popcorn's already ready. Oh yeah, it's gonna be so much fun. You guys are gonna have such a great treat. And I'm working on trying to get some other guys here on the channel for you guys. It's kind of tough. I'm in the works talking to Dougly Durong as well. To try to see, he's got different times, so we may have to record it and drop it for one of the morning shows. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be phenomenal. So guys, thank you so much for coming through. Again, this is Miss Fins. I am Miss Fins. I can't wait till tomorrow. Honestly, I'm so excited. Anyways, guys, take care. I will see you tomorrow. And again, shout out to all of our awesome members of the channel. Okay? Love you guys. Take care, and we'll see you tomorrow with Richmond Webb. Bye bye, guys. Oh, and check us tonight. Sorry. Tonight, League Wide Wednesday. Sorry, League Wide Wednesday. So remember, League Wide Wednesday tonight with color. Take care, and bye bye.